Alright, we are live from the Brojo for another episode of Dem Game Boys. Insert awesome fucking jaunty
Don't make it gay,
8-bit opening.
Just use the Mortal Kombat theme song.
I will get sued, but I am Kian.
Pitch it just a little bit.
I'm Nate, still here again.
Not me, Eli.
Glad you're back.
I'm Zach.
John Dean.
Kian's gay.
And I'm Max.
It's a valid
Yeah,
point,
no,
though.
we went on
Gotcha.
we had a 2-week hiatus because it's season 2.
Oh, whoa, so I was actually in the last cast.
You were in the last cast.
No shit,
So
alright.
this is season 2 of
Season
Dem.
two,
Season
Kian's
2. Well,
gay.
it's the start of it. Yeah. There's new plot holes. Like some of the plot holes are gonna come back. We're not the Mist. We came back with the season 2, right, John?
I'm working on it.
Had to tie up the loose ends.
Tie up the
Working
loose
on that
ends of
fanfiction.
2017.
I'm gonna hook the Mist up with one of the other main characters.
It's like
It's the
It's gonna
OTP
get Ryan
of
back
the
for at
Mist.
least one nostalgia cast.
I'm just picturing John writing this fan fiction, and he's just like the
So,
great time.
what
If
have
I
you guys?
was gonna do with the Mist fanfiction, I'd probably just kill all the characters because
They
they're not
deserve it.
worth being alive.
So, what have you guys been playing lately? Nathan?
Fucking a lot of things. I bought Wolfenstein 2. I played a little bit of that. I didn't really play a whole lot.
I was really disappointed by Wolfenstein 2.
I just barely got out of the wheelchair, so
Okay, so you're kind of just sort of like just in the game.
Yeah. Then I bought
Haven't we all?
Skyrim, played that. I played some World of Tanks, and a lot more Overwatch. Still doing the competitive Season 8, you know.
How's that going?
Bless you.
Oh my god. Terribly, because I didn't play the last, 2 seasons, so I won most of my placement matches, but I placed super low. And, so I can't actually join full groups because most of the people trying to do 6 stacks are, looking for, 2300 SR or more, and I'm in, 1300 SR. And so I'm just getting thrown into really shitty teams, and I have to either, carry the team and we might win, or I just get destroyed because nobody else is supporting me, and then we lose. And so my SR has just sort of stayed in the same area.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
You okay, Gil?
Trifecta.
No.
What have you been playing lately, Eli?
7 Days to Die.
How's that going?
It's good. It's an
He's
old
on
game.
day
It's still
2.
really fun.
How many days have you been playing 7 Days to Die?
Real life time? 'Cause I don't want to know.
These are some long ass.
Zach,
games.
I'm not even going to ask what you've been playing.
I actually haven't been playing anything, so.
That's good. Not good, but good.
Not good
In
for this
this context,
podcast. Good
no.
for real life.
Good for real life. You're doing something with your life, it sounds like.
No, not really.
John?
Not playing games.
I've kind of been playing Resident Evil 7 on and off. But I've been playing a lot of Halo 5 lately because they recently came out with the new update for weapons, which kind of sucks because now the battle rifle's fucking useless.
Good.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking
That's good.
bullshit weapon anyway.
Good.
I hate anything that's burst fire.
Bullshit anyways, because it's fucking... The pistol now has longer range than the battle rifle.
Yeah.
But
It's
Pistol's
what the fuck?
just the best weapon in the game. I like it like that.
I wish they would have given you a semi-auto option for the battle rifle instead of just the 3-round burst, because I hate 3-round burst weapons. I prefer semi-auto.
Just use the DMR.
Isn't that what semi-auto is? 3-round burst?
No,
No.
that's burst fire.
Semi-auto is
Every time you pull the trigger,
every
you
time
fire
you
a
pull the
bullet.
trigger,
Yeah.
but it's not single action where you a shotgun
to
where you have
bounce
to
it.
pump it
Or
or a
pull
revolver.
bolt out.
Ah.
But I also played through all of Doki Doki Literature Club.
How was that?
Fucking insane, actually.
You get all the endings.
Yes. I played through the whole thing.
What is Doki Doki Literature Club?
I can't get too into it
It's a visual novel.
because it's one of those things that you really should experience
It's something on the internet.
as
Just
a
look it
clean
up.
slate. But it's The only reason I played it is because I heard about it on the internet. I never would have played it without hearing about it first, because I'm not into like dating sims, and that's what it kind of masks itself as. But it's not your typical dating sim.
I'm not gonna lie, just based on the title, I would probably never ever play it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have either until I had actually like read about it on Reddit.
But you won't tell us about it.
You can.
I can tell you about it. I just don't want to say it here now, because if you spoil it, you ruin like everything that happens in the game. And so, like, if anybody's listening right now that wants to experience what I experienced,
Spoilers. Well, but okay, I'm just curious. So then I'm confused. So, but Reddit didn't ruin it for you.
no, because they literally like. Well, there was a spoiler warning in the Reddit post about it, but it was basically like, whatever you think this game is not what it is. And you can also kind of see that it's not that, because there's a warning before you play it, and then like it doesn't just fit into the fucking dating sim category, like genre, in the Steam pages and shit like that.
Is it on
What
Xbox?
the fuck is this? A
I don't
tower
think so.
defense game? I'm so confused.
No, it's masquerades as a fucking dating sim. But
It's
a
actually porn.
psychological horror game. It's fucking intense. I can tell you guys about it later. But
I don't even want to hear about it.
I don't want to spoil it.
Already-
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
I think, Eli, you would probably be the one person who would be like, whoa, what the fuck, this is amazing.
I don't think I
I
would.
mean, like, everybody else probably would too. But, okay. I literally played through this game. There is one part I could talk about that made me laugh, like, really hard.
Slowly gonna give more and more.
No, I'm not. This is it.
Okay, tell us about the part that made you really hard and
What
laugh.
about the ending?
Okay, every part of it made me really hard because there's
It's a
anime
dating
girls.
sim, of course.
Yeah, it's a dating sim full of anime girls. Anyways, there's a part where you have to like read poems that these girls wrote, and one of them's really funny because it's literally like 6 lines, and basically she wrote a poem about waking up in the morning or something like that, and like the last 3 lines are like, I feel the sunlight on my head as I prepare to get out of bed. I want breakfast. And then it ends like right there. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's a really fucking fucked up game that actually really fucks with you pretty well by making you think everything is
Well, alright.
Fine and dandy.
I was
Like,
waiting
yeah.
for that to go somewhere. It's like, really fucks with you as a dating sim.
yeah. It
They
does,
really fuck
but
with you. Ha!
You definitely
Idiots.
have to experience it to get like the full holy shit out of it.
Can I
It's
just like watch
totally-
a playthrough video and get the same feeling, or no?
Probably not, but I mean that's probably like the next best thing as opposed to someone just like straight up telling you what happens.
Anything else you've been playing besides a mental dating sim?
I mean yeah, but I can't really remember everything right now. I did finish playing Chrono Trigger, but that was like last week. But I was not here
No
for
one was here.
last week.
Yeah, no one was
because
here.
No one was here.
Yeah. So what have you been playing, Gil?
Same thing as Zach.
Nothing.
You guys suck.
Max, what have you been playing?
Horizon Zero Dawn and Assassin's Creed Origins, which I have to switch between consoles a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you also bought a PS4.
Yeah, shut up.
That's the nice thing about having already owned a PS4. I mean, you don't have to not switch back and forth through consoles, but you know, I didn't have to buy a PS4 recently.
Yeah, didn't
I
have
just
to
kind
pay
of
for
realized
What
that
the
there's
fuck?
nothing
Yeah,
advantageous about that because I still
Yeah.
bought a PS4.
Because it means you've had it longer.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Good
been
fucking
able to
job.
Get back out of that debt that he accrued.
I mean,
You have like a fucking
Suppose.
like
How do
Yeah,
you like
I'm
it?
making
20-year
$6
payment
payments
plan.
for it. Yeah.
How are you liking Origins? Because like John is like still loving Origins because they changed one minuscule thing.
that's because I liked everything about Assassin's Creed except for the combat.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Which is
I, actually,
odd because everyone else
Great.
goes there for the combat.
No,
Well,
the
that's
combat was
because-
way too simple.
It was, but it was at least
That's
fun.
because everybody wants to play something that they can just fucking pander through.
Pander.
Oh yeah, that's
murder?
probably the wrong use of the word, but
Assassin's,
Murder through? Just murder my way
Assassinate.
through
No.
everything.
You just kind of go through it.
You literally just like glide through it like it's nothing.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed
Sit there and
combat
fucking,
is too
like-
easy.
Meander. Wait for someone to attack. Hit the counter button. Insta kill a dude.
Yeah,
And
but you're
then
not getting
chain
creative
insta
enough.
kill,
Yeah, and then
like,
just-
You gotta start
1,000
throwing
times.
big ass swords at them from like 30 yards away and watch them curve through a crowd.
Meander.
Because it's retarded like that. Yeah, meander
Okay,
is
that's
what you're
fine.
looking for, yeah.
But no, because that's not even the right word. I'm
What?
looking for like a word that's literally like zero effort.
Meander.
Glide.
That's not
Just
what that means.
drift.
That's not what that means, but
Okay,
it works. You
I'm
can
gonna-
imply that there's no
glide.
effort if you're
Yeah,
fucking
glide.
meandering through a game.
I use the word pander because that's what they were doing.
They're pandering.
Yeah, they're pandering.
Pandering to people who can't fucking play video games.
I like myself
Yeah.
some panders.
I mean, you can go
They're
for
very nice and
100%
fluffy.
synchronization. That's fucking
Well, yeah,
difficult.
that's true, but how many people fucking play Assassin's Creed to beat the shit out of an Assassin's Creed game?
Probably more than you think. I don't want to know.
Considering
got
it's not
bored
that hard.
with
About
Assassin's
5.
Creed games.
Yeah, and then you get
to be honest.
unicorns and shit, and it's just a great time.
I don't know, but yeah, the changing of the combat made me enjoy Origins a lot more. Just because, you know, it's more of a game now.
That's good. And like you like Horizon Zero Dawn a lot too.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's even like I'm playing on like an easier setting, and you can still get fucked up pretty easy if you fuck with the wrong mechanical giant creature that wants to
Yeah, the
fucking eat
fucking-
you.
Oh, is that like open world game where you just
Yeah.
like fly through? Don't you have like a jetpack? You can like fly through shit or no?
No.
No, you're like a fucking white ginger Native American.
Yeah, basically it's after the apocalypse when like we went to Stone Age and technology became
Contradicting
animals.
things.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's got all the like giant
White
robotic animals
ginger
and shit.
Native American.
There's a part in there where you have to fight, I think it's called the Thunderjaw. It's basically like a robot T-Rex in like a really compact area called the arena or something like
Yeah.
that. And it's fucking retarded hard even on the easiest difficulty.
But can you ride it?
No.
No.
So
Then-
how
then
hard
0 out of
is
10.
retarded?
This game needs more mechanical to
But-
riding.
It gets a hat, so.
It gets a
Does it?
helmet.
No.
It's a robot.
Does it?
Of course it gets a hat. It's a
Yes!
head
10
is
out
a
of
hat.
10!
Oh my god, Gil.
I hate you so much. God damn you and your fucking hats. I downloaded Street Fighter 5 on Steam because it was super cheap.
But do you get hats?
You can.
Then okay, continue.
If you say okay,
My
10 out of 10.
I still have an initial problem with Street Fighter 5 in general
Because it's a shit fighter.
it's a shit fighter, but it's still like
to
I
be
said.
fair, so are you.
Yeah, he got you good with that one. That was a pretty good one.
Just watch the old gameplays to see.
You can't.
You can't, man.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
still hasn't edited it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can watch the Smash play.
That's true.
That's
It is
what I
on our
meant.
YouTube.
I don't
Go
think-
watch it
did
on
he
the
play
link
Smash,
down
though?
below.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played Smash.
Yeah,
all the time.
I walked away.
Yeah, he
Where
plays
I
every
where I
time.
beat everyone except the fucking bot, kicked my ass.
It was there was one where I walked away, and it was me, Ryan, Gil, and John, and I walked away saying, "This doesn't affect my life. This is just a fucking game," and I walked
But
away.
it does affect you. It makes you a loser.
Yeah, 'cause he lost.
More of one.
Where-
It's the rest of
like-
us winners.
Where like my thing about Street Fighter 5 in
Until
general.
we played Injustice, then it made only me a winner.
You can't ever prove that though.
Yeah, I know.
Not until
Yeah.
he finally.
Wait, like, so what I'm
That's why he's
thinking
not
is,
editing it.
yeah, I'm gonna edit it sometime. I'm thinking that we should like at least do this like quarterly, just find a fighting game and do like a Robro
Yeah.
fighting tournament. Just
I'm down.
I am so down.
Can it
Let's
be
do it.
Smash Bros every time?
well, you
Boost my
can't post the
confidence.
fucking videos because the Nintendo's gonna be like,
That's a
"Yo,
good
dog, you
point.
can't do that shit."
Would they though?
They do.
They do.
They do. if
Kirby
your
Battle
volume
Arena.
is too
See, but that's an
low.
extra viewer.
Nintendo has sent me emails about my Smash. They're like, "Hey, your Smash video's still on there." I'm like,
If the volume is too high, then they'll hear their fucking music, and then they'll take it down.
"That's pretty good."
Can the next one be the new 2D
Dragon Ball Fighter?
Ball
Yeah, I
Fighter
will
come
wear-
out?
I'm actually pretty down. I'll play my PS4.
Okay, did you get it?
I mean, no, it hasn't come out.
But I mean,
yet,
will
so-
you be getting it?
Yeah, I'm getting
All right,
it
because
day
then
one.
in that case, then I'm dressing up as Gil. I like your shirt.
I'm getting it on day one.
You're dressing
so I
up as
have
Gil?
time to
No, I'm gonna
practice
dress up as
all the
Goku.
characters.
He's gonna
Uh,
jump us Gil.
So yes.
John's
the answer is yes.
You know, John's argued for this a lot. Can we play For Honor? That way everyone gets
I'd be
fucked
down.
over.
Well,
Except John.
excuse me, I'm pretty good at that fucking game.
No one's good at that game, John.
What game?
Do you
For
play one of
Honor.
the? Do you play one of the stealth classes?
Honor.
No.
Or like, okay, then I don't even give a fuck.
I
Just go play the Conqueror, be that asshole.
I avoid any character with a shield, but I usually like to play as the Nobushi, so I am also kind of an asshole.
Yeah, that's one of the stealth characters.
No, it's not.
Or like one of the third people. I can't remember.
The
Yeah,
no,
Isn't
the
it?
Nobushi is like
the spear
fucking,
bitch?
Yeah,
What's the character
with
that
the
can take
mask.
people off?
still stupid.
a couple of them. The main ones that
I've always
people
thought-
hate are like the Berserker,
Yeah.
the
Does he have guts?
Nodachi or something like that, and then the fucking
I made a berserk joke of
I can't remember what they called the knight one.
Templar?
Assassin? They have hats.
Yeah, it might be that
Just
actually.
be assassin, yeah.
No, assassin is like the class name that they are, and why people hate them.
Yeah.
Is because they're literally like.
Point is, the assassins are bullshit.
Yeah, the reason that people hate them is because they have that triangle wheel shit, and when you're playing as the assassin character, in order to block, normally if you have whatever your position in the stance is, you'll automatically block an attack from that same position in the triangle. Well, the stealth ones have to designate what position in the triangle they're going to take before they can block. So they're not automatically in up or left or right. They're just kind of in a neutral spot, and if you don't select one of those spots, you don't block. Well, they also have to do that to attack, so you only get like a split half a second to see where their attack is going to come from.
No, that's very understandable. But back to Street Fighter.
But do you get
It's
hats?
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, some characters do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Actually, all of them do, because they're all wearing
The helmets, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Since there's no, like, faces.
because Street Fighter 4 was such a really good fighter.
I mean...
That they made it like 50
Yeah.
times over.
Street Fighters, yeah, but you got
Still not as many times as Street Fighter 2.
not as many,
Yeah.
yeah, like Ultra, Turbo, Mega, Nexus, Street
Ultra
Fighter.
Turbo Mega Nexus,
Fucking
Ultra Mega Turbo.
Super Ultra Mega, yeah.
Super
Like-
Ultra Mega Double Deluxe Chocolatey
Like,
Stuffed Fudge.
but
Super
my
Coated
favorite Street
Mega
Fighter
Deluxe.
4
No, they never did release fudge stuffed in America.
Yeah. But like no, Street Fighter 4
That was
like
just Ukraine.
the what
Yeah.
do you remember the free Street Fighter 4 you got on Xbox Gold? Like Jay has it and I'll play it continuously and realize how much of a better game that is to Street Fighter 5.
But do you get hats in it?
You do get hats.
Alright then.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Like this game
Whiz
is
bang.
so, this game is so wonky. Chun-Li's thighs are way bigger in this game than in any other Street Fighter game I've ever seen, and it just I don't know, it just
Bugs you?
it's
No, he
Is
likes
too
it.
thick?
she's not too thick, but in general
She's
it,
never too thick.
she is never too thick. In general, it's not
Who's
a
never too thick?
Chun-Li.
Oh, Chun-Li is always too thick.
What?
Fucking yay.
Her
You're
fucking-
real Kevin Spacey
her
right now,
fucking
John.
thighs are bigger around than the rest of her.
She's got some Lucio legs going on. It's cool.
No, like but like
I don't.
She
God
literally, her legs look like they came out of an original Donkey Kong game. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I like how you said
8-bit at
you
all.
paused and then you're like, wait, game. Her legs look like they came out of an original Donkey Kong
game.
game.
So speaking of that, we did have the
Like,
Nintendo.
they're literally fucking barrels with calves.
We had the Nintendo. We had the Nintendo Mini. What is it called? Like
Mini Direct.
Mini Direct, and we have a bunch of new games.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put air quotes on new
I was
games.
gonna
You
say
can
we
suck a
got a bunch of new ports.
No,
Which
bunch
is,
of-
it's actually fine, because I mean, that's the point of the mini direct, is to be like, hey, look at all the DLC and ports that are coming soon.
so like the first one we saw was The World Ends with You, and have you ever played that or we?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I've played it too.
but like I don't know,
Eat
like
a dick.
I like it. It's just like I'm like
I know, but eat a dick.
I've played it before. Like it's just kind
They
of
get
like.
hats.
Oh my god, Gil.
Oh my God. Your fucking hat. You have been on this. This is season 2. Drop the fucking hats.
No.
But then they'll get dirty.
Nate understands me. Why can't you be more like Nate?
I don't want to be more like Nate.
That's because you're gay.
Kevin Spacey.
He's got you.
True story. I'm not
You're pretty gay. Pretty Kevin Spacey right now.
All right, but like, then we have like Mario Tennis and all these fucking new
You
games.
also get hats.
Of course, because Mario wears a hat.
Exactly.
Like, but
10 out of 10.
I think John's favorite game was Yeez 8. The Dragon Chicken game.
The fucking Monster Hunter, not Monster Hunter.
Not Monster Hunter, not Monster Hunter.
Oh, it's
She
just
really
not
loves.
the
He
game
really
I
loves
care
that main protagonist.
Yeah, because her fucking nipples are fucking higher than fucking.
It's to her shoulders. Like,
They're like literally on her fucking collarbones. Like,
What the fuck?
you know where your collarbones like meet? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where her
they're
nipples
up there.
are.
God damn.
Love how that's what we took away from that trailer as well.
Yeah, okay,
Try
so
it.
the outfit's fucking stupid, and I'm super salty about it because I'm really getting tired of, like, fan servicey pandering in games.
you won't like Street Fighter 5 then.
No, I already don't like Street Fighter V, regardless of the stupid pandering. It's a really shitty fucking fighting game.
It is, yo.
And it's bullshit how much fucking they thought they could get away with trying to charge people for fucking costumes.
Right. They fucking give you a $60 game without $60 worth of stuff in it.
But at the
So.
same
So
time,
they're trying
like,
to pull the EA route.
It's fucking 2018. We can sell a video game that doesn't have fucking girls wearing skimpy, this doesn't make sense armor.
Did you
yeah,
not
but
like
they sell better when you do have that.
Not all the time.
Yeah, did you not like SNK Heroines and the Neo Geo butt tackle?
That's whatever. Well, the
Samus?
Neo Geo one is just like a fucking re-release of an old thing.
King of Fighters.
And the SNK Heroines is literally like,
Heroin.
look at our fan service thing. So
What about
I'm
Samus?
fine. I'm fine with fan service. It's whatever. When they throw in bullshit fan service into a game that's not basically, hey look, bullshit fan service for people that like bullshit fan service, then it's fucking dumb. When you
Right.
have one singular character who's in a game full of people clad in fucking armor wielding giant ass swords, but for some reason she's fighting in a thong and a ribbon over her tits, that's dumb and it doesn't make fucking sense and it's dumb.
You're
Makes
dumb
her
and you're
move
not making
faster.
sense.
It increases her evasion rating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It makes her faster.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. That's
Just like
great.
when
It doesn't make her faster than the arrow that's gonna pierce her naked chest.
might.
I mean, if she dodges it.
Yeah.
What if there's multiple arrows? What's she gonna do?
Yeah. She's that fast without that.
She's gonna avert it to her titty ribbon that's gonna protect her.
Yes.
It's made out of mithril. Duh.
That's natural armor.
Sure, whatever.
I can't wait for the day that they like the fucking
Yeah.
a new Metroid Prime like has like a fucking Samus like swimsuit and John just has a fucking aneurysm
It
over
is
it.
gonna piss me off. The only reason that the Samus swimsuit thing was okay on like the regular fucking Nintendo is because that was literally the only thing they could do to be like, Samus is a girl. See, she's wearing a bikini. It's like, okay, that's just a regular person with a bikini, but I'll buy it. And then they're all like, 2015, and they're all like, look, Zero Suit Samus, who's a girl, you can tell because of her vaginal bumps in her fucking blue suit. in
Vaginal
Smash
bumps.
Bros.
She was camel toeing hard.
Yeah, like V-line like crazy. Which is whatever, I guess. Nintendo needed something to save their company, so they decided to put more plot in their games.
Look at all that storyline.
That's a strong plot right there.
I'm just tired of games where it doesn't make sense that there's fan service. Like, I'm not gonna get mad that Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball has fucking titties in it. It's a game about beach volleyball, for fuck's sake.
No, it's a game about titties with
Yeah,
some
it's-
volleyball on the side.
Volleyball happens to be
point.
there.
But when the main series characters in Dead or Alive 5 are given like $5 fucking bikini outfits that are DLC that cost $5, That's when I call bullshit.
But people buy them, so that the
Because
So you
they're
don't have to
fan
buy them.
service. You
Yeah, you don't.
But it makes me mad because that's developer time and effort that can be put into something else that's worth your money.
What are you doing, Gil?
the story climax is here. And the
And
story
now we can teleport.
now we can teleport.
Alright, whatever. I don't know what anybody's talking about. But
then
I'll
we go
stop
into
ranting.
we're gonna yeah, you were ranting about tits and I'm like
I'm ranting about fan service.
Yeah.
It makes me mad.
I
That's
get that.
like
We don't need to go back into this.
literally the
God.
only
Let
thing
it-
that
let it
this
go.
game is gonna have for it.
Calm down.
No, I'm not. I won't. I refuse.
so BroQuest is not gonna have fan service, is that what you're telling me?
I mean, it'd be kind of hard. What do you want me to do? Show up in a fucking ribbon bra?
Yeah.
Yes!
I mean,
Alright, fine.
I'm saying no.
Y'all sitting here saying you're not gay, but at the same time you want me to show up naked.
So guys,
Oh, I
if
didn't
we
say
get
I
no,
wanted
no,
to
no,
do
no, no,
that.
no.
I think
Fine,
I'm the
fine,
only
fine,
one
fine,
who said they
no,
weren't
the
gay.
most
I didn't
fan
say
service-
anything. I
Fine,
said
John,
next
the
time.
most fan service thing we can do. If I write a status that says if we get 100 likes, John will wear a Virgin Killer sweater.
I mean, sure, that's not really fan service, but I mean, I don't think.
I
it
mean,
is.
if 100 people voted on it, it kind of is.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I will wear a Virgin Killer sweater with you.
I don't. Does it
Please
literally
don't.
just say Virgin Killer?
No, Google Virgin Killer sweater.
Oh, is that the one with the
Yeah.
anime O-girl faces?
Yeah,
I don't. I
yeah.
mean, to be honest, I kind of want
I
one.
don't.
You're doing John a fan service.
Okay, fine. Yeah, because they're only like $10 on Amazon. If you do this, Virgin get like 100
Okay,
likes. If John gets
Gil?
100 likes,
What again?
John and I will wear this.
It's not something
3.
that I would wear.
Wait, let me see.
This is the Virgin Killer sweater.
That's not what I thought it
That's
was.
the Virgin
Oh,
Killer
I
sweater.
thought it was one of those. I thought it was one of those sweaters
That
that,
is-
just had printed on like anime girl hentai
No.
orgasm
No,
faces.
no, 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 no. This is the
Oh.
Virgin Killer sweater.
Now it's kind of weird that I said it. I kind of wanted to. Now everybody knows that I kind of want the anime homegirl face sweater.
On the bright side, the fact that Kian wants you to wear one of those really makes him gay.
Yeah.
No,
Kevin
so
Spacey.
The fact that he wants
so
to
it
get
is
one
on
with John
recording
is
now.
pretty
100. If we get
I'm
on,
kind of upset that I admitted I want one of those sweaters.
Oh
now.
man, you've never admitted anything stupid or embarrassing on the
Yeah,
podcast.
true.
Your
I guess,
pornographic
yeah,
taste.
that's
Yeah.
a really good point.
I mean,
so 100 likes. So 100 likes.
God.
We will wear Virgin Killer sweaters.
You and John will. We're
You
gonna-
and John will
I'm
wear
not
Virgin
doing
Killer
that.
sweaters.
oh man.
Fine, fuck it.
I mean-
I wore a Virgin. Fine. If
Do
we,
I have to be
You wear
naked
a-
under
I
the
love
no,
sweater?
we can wear boxer.
I
We'll
love
wear,
how it
like,
started out
boxers.
with John will do it, and then you're just like, I'll do it. You know what?
I'll
I'll do it too, guys. I got this.
I believe in body confidence, and I feel
Man,
like
I
we
was,
can fit
I
that
was
in
really
really well.
hoping Kian was gonna buy me one of them fucking anime girl sweaters.
Do
You
it
can
for
get
his
that if you
birthday.
get 200 likes.
Do
You
it
guys
for his
seen
birthday.
those though?
Yeah, the one with like the
They're
outfit.
literally a bunch of like anime girl orgasm faces
I haven't seen
printed
that. I
all
haven't,
over
no.
the sweater.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking great.
Oh, that's
Grant at Game State today had a T-shirt that had an anime girl like doing the like anime like the fake blowjob thing.
Yeah.
It said invisible hot dogs, and it was fucking awesome. Lol, so
That's
hard.
God.
Great.
Yeah, so 100 likes. John and I will wear a Virgin Killer sweater.
Better post a picture to make people
get
sure
a chance
to make
agree
sure
with
people specify between
You
what
said
John
yes,
said
and
what
I.
you said.
You did
I
say
said
yes.
yes, thinking it was something else, but
It doesn't matter.
whatever. Yeah, you're right. I
People said yes to
already.
Trump thinking he was something else.
Yeah.
It's still our president.
Fine.
Well,
We'll
I
get-
mean,
we'll get
if you can
political
call it
with
that.
I always go political with it.
Yeah,
So
true.
the
All right,
one,
what's the
the,
next thing?
the shit that I was gonna bring up.
Hillary's emails.
Max and Gil here are really excited about that new Kirby shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of excited
Yeah.
for Kirby shit too.
And what do
It's
you
like the
guys think about?
64 version. You can combine powers.
Right. Last time we had that, I was playing on like a Game Boy Color.
Exactly.
But can you ride on a flying star?
Yes.
That makes it even
That's
better.
always Kirby.
Yeah, it's like that seems to be a Kirby thing. I would just assume.
And then they have the friend train.
Yeah, even the
you can get up to
not
This-
4
games
actual
have that.
people playing, going crazy as like random colored Kirby's.
This
Fucking
may be
terrifying.
this may be an unpopular opinion, but I would almost like to see a Kirby Air Ride revamp.
Yes.
Okay.
That
I
would be
actually
fun.
wouldn't be that upset with that either.
Right.
There you go. You're not getting crucified for saying that.
I'm surprised.
Kirby Air Ride was fantastic.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was
There you
like
go,
the
man.
Mario
Don't
Kart
be
of
afraid.
Kirby.
Right? It wasn't the Kirby that we wanted, but it was the
Kirby we got.
deserved.
Yeah.
Just don't say you like the prequels, otherwise, John. Yeah.
No.
That has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
We're not going to talk
but
about the
Jar
goddamn
Jar
fucking
Binks
prequels.
is
No, I'm
Not
telling you,
Eli.
not be afraid to say anything.
About the prequels? You're
I
great.
literally watched like a fucking Fine Brothers react of fucking people watching like a try not to get angry video, and one of the clips that they had to watch was Jar Jar Binks, and 9 out of 10 people were like, "But Jar Jar's my favorite character."
Man,
I'm like,
Celeste looks really good.
just because you spend
I
90%
never
of your
said you
fucking time in a special ed class doesn't mean that you get away with liking a fucking bullshit retard character.
I feel like it does, actually. I don't know about that one.
You know
You
what? You know
suffer
what?
me some feelings.
Yeah. You know what? You know what?
So, John, tell us how you really feel.
You might have.
If Jar Jar Binks is your favorite character from anything ever,
God.
then I immediately assume that you also enjoy eating raw potatoes right out of the bag.
Jar Jar Binks is my favorite contender for being Snoke.
That would be, to be completely honest, as much faith as I had in this like new trilogy, that would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
A little bit of
That way he
plastic
at least gets a
surgery and I'd buy it.
backstory,
You know, give
too.
us that Jar Jar voice.
Right now he's just a dead man.
Risa gonna destroy those rebels.
There you go.
Speaking of shitty EA stuff, there's this new game called Faye. That looks really
fantastic.
good.
That's actually
But
Beautiful.
I'm only going to say this now. There's
Yeah,
a strong possibility you're gonna have to pay 99 cents to ride that beautiful bird. So
It gives me a really like
You
Ori
gotta
and the
pay a lot
Blind
more than that
Forest
to ride
feel.
this.
Yeah.
fucking bird.
That's what a lot of people said.
If not, you just
Personally,
get
I
a
didn't like
crappy
Ori
bird.
in the Blind.
yeah.
You can
I mean,
barely
It wasn't
balance.
like as good as I think everybody said it was, but I don't know. I'm really interested to see what this kind of turns out to be,
Right.
because I did enjoy Ori and the Blind Forest. I just don't think it's as amazing as everybody else.
They've made a sequel to it, right?
I believe they're making.
Yeah, they are.
They're making
Yes,
one.
Who hurt the forest so bad as to blind it?
Kevin
I mean,
Spacey.
Don't
to
ruin
be
it.
completely honest, the forest doesn't even have eyes. So
No, that's the hills.
It's
Oh my
inherently already
good
blind. So the
lord.
hills are blind too.
No, the hills have eyes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
hills
the
have
hills
eyes.
do
Hills
have
have eyes.
Yeah.
So the hills took the forest's eyes, and now
made
the
them
forest is blind.
blind.
All right,
yeah.
The
perfect.
hills, those bastards.
Right, and then we go into Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
It's just a
Funky Kong,
But you give
bruh.
Funky Kong on a
Yeah,
skateboard.
it's
And a banana ring.
And a banana. No, that's
No,
rabbits.
that's Mario
Rabbits.
and
Rabbits.
Rabbids.
That
okay.
is
This is literally just
interesting.
a port of a Wii U game that just recently came out.
And then Funky Kong is basically easy mode.
Because you
Because
get a surfboard,
You're gonna do cool shit.
you
Yeah.
get to do sweet flips.
So now
Brought
that it's
a hat.
ported from the
Yeah, he
Wii
does.
U,
Bandana.
people are gonna
Bandana.
actually play it.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then
Just,
there's
you know.
and then there's Celeste, and
Actually, this is the Donkey Kong game is one of the ones that I think is one of the dumber ports to bring over to the Switch, because anybody that had a Wii U has probably already played this game, and people that actually cared enough to play this game were the people that were going to buy the Wii U whether it was shit or not. So like me.
Which it was.
The Donkey Kong game or the Wii
No,
U?
the Wii U.
The Wii U wasn't as bad as people say it is. It just did not have any fucking games on it.
Kind of forgot it existed, to be
I
honest.
mean,
Yeah.
being that it's a game console, that kind of.
I can see your point. And I can actually agree with that. Like, not having games really killed the Wii U for me too, even. Like, I didn't get mine until like really late in the Wii U's life because there wasn't anything to play on it.
Is there like a decent selection now, or is it still?
No.
kind of-
I mean, it's pretty much the same. There is a decent selection on it. It's just, I don't really think it's quite worth buying a brand new Wii U.
Really late in the Wii U's life. Like 3 months after it came out.
That's not when I bought mine.
Almost dead.
Oh, I mean,
Then we go into Celeste
It
though,
lasted for
where
a
I
while.
like the Celeste
Yeah.
fucking trailer where it's like you can play it and you don't have to die, and like you can change it different ways where like it's just so easy you can just go through the game.
well, it literally is basically telling you that, hey, you can play this game however difficult you want to.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I do like that.
I mean, most games have that option.
but so easy that it literally
No,
gives you
yeah, there's-
immortality.
Yeah, it's literally just gives you, just the ability to not die.
Yeah. See, I can see the use for that, especially with it coming out on the Switch. Is that like,
Kids will play it.
yeah, watching Carter play Mario Odyssey is like one of the most frustrating and stressful things.
Dude, it's the most amazing shit ever. I don't know what you're talking
and
about.
like, there's an assist mode on there for him too, and like, he still could really use like invulnerability and shit.
He's 5.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Is like, this is a really okay thing for like parents whose kids are all like, I want to play your fucking video games. Let me play your video games. And like, they can't get their kid to stop wanting or not want.
It's gonna
Most
play
of
like
the small
Dark
children
Souls,
I know say
and then
fuck
your
it.
kids will just knock it off.
like
right-
most of the
right
time
fucking-
when
I mean,
parents
it's
are
like
like,
break your console.
most of the time when kids are like, I want to play video games now. When they see their parents playing, they're like, all right, fuck it, I'm not gonna win. Let him play. And then he gets mad when he can't win. This eliminates that.
I mean,
Yeah,
your
it's
kid's
a-
a little
'cause,
bitch. That's not
I
my
mean,
fault.
Carter's 5, so he's at the unfortunate stage where you can't just like hand him a controller that isn't plugged in, and
And
he
pretend
thinks
like
he's
he's
playing,
playing.
because he realizes
Yeah.
now that he's not doing anything.
Exactly.
You can do it anyway.
See what
Yes.
happens.
Probably
Chris
just throw it at your
literally-
I mean,
walls.
what
I don't know what's wrong with that controller.
Chris literally tried yesterday. He literally handed him an empty controller and started playing Call of Duty, and Carter turned it over and then yelled at him because there was no batteries.
Tell him to go get some batteries.
And when he tried to tell him that it's okay, you don't need batteries for this game, he didn't buy it. So,
Nice.
But he is 5, so that's
yeah.
There is some reasoning and logic instilled
Yeah,
by
exactly.
that point.
Like, he's seen his dad put the remote or the batteries in the fucking RC
Yeah, but kids
car.
nowadays have fucking tablets because he just got a
Yeah.
fucking tablet. So
yeah,
like
this
that's
is like his third one too.
yeah. I'm just realizing
Well,
that.
the first two
Two
were like
broke.
super shitty.
Yeah, and this one is actually like a fucking. It's an Amazon Fire tablet.
As much as I also like to talk shit about that, the only reason that we didn't have shit like that when we were that age is
Just
because
'cause
that
it
shit
wasn't
didn't
around,
exist.
yeah.
Right.
When we were that age.
Parents
Just
were
like,
poor.
I mean,
I'm with
yeah,
you, I on
but
this.
still, like, they make really cheap, shitty
For the
tablets.
first,
You
like,
can-
Like
fucking
those
4
Amazon Fires aren't even that expensive.
I guess I've never.
I think
I was
you
raised
can-
upper middle class,
You
so
can
like.
you can get like you can get a decent Amazon Fire for like less than $90.
Until
I had my
middle
college
school,
paid for me, Nathan.
until middle school, when my school gave us computers, I used a 97 Windows. I was older than me.
To be fair, until our school gave us computers, I didn't have one.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm
But I
in
had a
that boat,
360,
too.
so
I didn't.
You had the computing.
I
power.
only had a 360
My
because I
brother
bought it
had
for
consoles that I could maybe play, but always got blamed for breaking.
Well, if you wouldn't have broken.
Yeah. Then we go to Paladin.
Fucking
Now,
Red Ring happened to his 360 and he blamed me.
now we go to
Using
Paladin's Battleground, and I know it's basically PlayerUnknown Battleground, but with
myself. Paladin's Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Paladin's Unknown.
Yeah, they're really good at stealing names
We
from
got a
characters.
G.
I love it.
Yeah.
Pyrus is a
It's
master
still
of not
PUBG.
getting
Paladin's Unknown Battleground is still
No, you gotta
PUBG.
plural all the words.
Is that what it's actually called?
No, it's
It's
Paladin's
Paladin's
Battlegrounds, but like you put
Oh.
the unknown, so it's just
It's literally missing one word.
yeah.
Wow.
PBGS.
No, Hi-Rez is a master of just stealing.
But they
other
make
people's-
solid games
They
for
do.
stealing shit.
And
They're
then they
so
make
solid.
them free to try and cheat the other people.
Right? It's awesome.
But Epic already did that.
That is true.
Yeah, but Fortnite's less of a straight copy of PUBG.
It's really not.
And at least with this one, they are actually doing something
Pretty
different
much-
with
pretty
the
much,
like different
yeah.
characters. So.
Pretty much the one thing that Fortnite carried over is just the fact that it's that game mode.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Still tried to
then they did
patent that bullshit.
100-man
Yeah.
team.
And then you hide in bushes in Fortnite, guys. Just remember that.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
Bushes
it's-
with Christmas lights.
Yeah,
I mean,
now.
to
you
be
become
fair,
a bush.
to be completely
Great.
fair, you hide in bushes in PUBG too.
No, you hide in the tall grass.
But the
You just
difference,
lay down.
the difference is that in Fortnite, when you hide in the bushes, you're literally invisible.
No, you're not.
Like 98% invisible.
Yeah, like you literally just
Okay.
disappear.
Do you guys not know to like put your cursor over the bushes because it'll drag if there's a person in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that, but what I'm saying is, like, if I'm just walking past some bushes, I don't just go, bushes, better point at them.
What do you
What the
mean?
fuck?
Yeah.
What if you have aim assist on?
To be fair, I haven't...
It'll draw towards them.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. I don't cheat.
That's not cheating.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
It's also...
Okay.
It's in the game.
It's just
Yeah,
admitting
it's a
you're
game
not that
mechanic.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm better than that guy.
good.
that guy that doesn't use aim assist.
Then we got Metal Gear
still
Survive
couldn't
in this
hit
game.
Shit.
Metal Gear Survive's new gameplay trailer, it fucking makes me so angry, and I can't.
Why?
It's so fucking dumb.
Use your
Is there
words.
anybody here that plays Metal Gear games like I do?
I liked up until 5.
I'd like to play 5 someday when it's like $2.
I literally
think I've ever
downloaded
played.
it for free on my PS4 last month.
Oh.
The closest
Well, I don't
I've
have
ever
that.
come to playing a Metal Gear game is playing Solid Snake on Smash Bros.
Actually, that's the closest I've ever been to right now.
Same.
I would say you're close, but
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Survives for one of
But
his
you can,
attacks.
yeah, you can hide in the boxes. And then just get bitch slapped off the map.
Bye-bye, box.
My thing about this game that makes me so mad is that it basically takes this, like, what Metal Gear was and just shits on it and makes it into a zombie game, and it makes me super frustrated.
Kojima's not
zombie game.
Yeah,
Really?
Metal Gear Survive is basically
Metal Gear Survive is like taking the gameplay from Metal Gear Solid 5 and putting it in like a horde survival mode.
Oh, that. Can we just be done with these like continuous zombie survival titles?
No.
Well, this one, I don't
Please.
really.
Sell.
This
Bill
one's
says
not
no,
really
so
like-
we're not doing it.
This
That's
thing's
speak-
not really like a zombie game per se.
They're crystal monsters.
They're
Kia.
No, I mean,
You get hats.
No,
I mean,
Yes, they
0
have-
out of 10.
They have crystal hats.
10
they
out
don't
of
have
10.
a head. There's a crystal there.
20
though.
out of 10.
I
because
can't
they're
really
crystals.
argue with you on your sales thing because I mean, The Walking Dead got stale a long time ago, and people are still watching that.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. It doesn't matter if it gets stale. People fucking
It's all
keep
about
going.
substance.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people who really hate the most recent mid-season finale, even though I kind of liked it.
I
I
gave
mean,
up at like
people
season
still watch
5.
Days of Our Lives. They're gonna watch shit.
That's
forever.
true. That
People
show's
still
been
watch
going
the
on
dumpster
for like
fire that is
840
Friends.
years.
My grandma
I like Friends.
tells me
Fuck
about
off,
how she
man.
watched
Yeah.
it when she
The
was
dumpster
like a
fire,
young
man.
adult.
Friends is an
Yeah.
awful show, but I enjoy it for what it is.
You're a garbage person.
Wait, we were
Because
Days of
I
Our
like
Lives?
Friends.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Which-
Because
garbage
I
and-
like Friends. It's a like fuck you. Friends is a good show.
For
Friends is a garbage show.
I'm not gonna lie, for quite a while I actually didn't
like
think Days of Our
90s
Lives
kid.
was a real TV show. I thought it was just the creation
Something that-
inside the Friends world because Joey was an actor for Days of Our Lives inside the Friends universe. And then I learned it was a real thing. I've never really watched it, so
Friends and Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives.
Oh.
Obviously, I've watched Friends. I was
Just happened to catch that one episode.
Yeah, no, I remember my great grandma watching Friends when I was like literally like a walking potato.
So up until you were
Literally
3,
a walking
and then
potato,
now-
huh?
Yeah, like an infant, you know.
Starting to think your
And
lifetime.
then I
mine
also
been a little different.
I also remember there being new episodes of Days of Our Lives like at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, there are now.
wait.
So
really?
yeah, that
Yeah.
show like
My
literally
grandma was just
going.
watching
Yeah,
it like
yeah,
a week
it's
ago.
like-
that
still
show
going.
like literally has been running
Because
forever.
me and my cousin were making fun of her.
Did it like bridge a generation? Are they like new actors, or is
Yeah.
it just like Golden
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
now? Like what are we?
It's fucking golden.
No, they bridge
They're-
generation.
I think some of
No,
their
it's
original
different
actors
they're
are
dead. Yeah, because it
Yeah.
was like in the '60s when that came out.
That's
Yeah, I
only 40. If they were like 20, they could
No, it's
still
not
it'd
almost
just
40.
be.
That's
No, I
like
don't-
50 years, dude.
Okay, if they were 20, they could still be.
Like
Well, no,
70.
but-
On
yeah.
life support, yeah, I get you.
No,
Just
but
wheel
My
them
great
in.
grandma's fucking like 98 and she's not even on life support.
Yeah.
Again,
There's mine.
Golden Girls.
Okay. Then we
Which
go to
is
the
better
real news.
than Friends in my opinion.
Do you
Ouch.
remember? Do you remember
Yeah, I'd
when
say
we were
that.
talking about how Nintendo makes plungers out of quarters with money with the SNES?
Yeah, I suppose.
There's rumors that Sega Genesis is coming back with a portable mini Sega Genesis.
Oh, cool.
I'd be
So
chill with playing some X-Men on
something
Sega
that
Genesis.
probably nobody is really gonna want that bad.
But you get Sonic Adventures too.
Alright.
I don't
No,
give a fuck.
how?
And Sega, not Sega, no, Sega Dreamcast, sorry.
Oh,
They're making a pocket Sega Dreamcast.
Well, even then, I don't think Sonic Adventure 2 came out for the Dreamcast.
Adventures 1 came out on the Dreamcast though, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the adventures
It
did.
might have been one.
I think it's
Somebody
1.
asked Brady.
It's
I
Adventures
remember
1.
playing Sonic Adventures on the GameCube. so-
Yeah, Sonic Adventures came out, so like
because I wasn't a fucking peasant who owned a fucking Dreamcast.
I've never owned a Dreamcast.
I didn't know
I
either
have.
of those things.
I can't actually
I
say
had a
I wasn't
GameCube.
a peasant.
Ye old Super Nintendo.
I also had a Dreamcast. I just
Older
never
than
fucking
me.
played it.
Like
Yeah,
this with
dream.
this in mind, this is like
Lauren had a dream.
do you think that this could actually help Sega, or do you think it would
No.
hinder Sega if they did this
It's
shit?
not
It's
going
not
to
gonna
hinder
hinder.
Sega.
Yes.
It's just not gonna boost them back
There's
up.
really just not enough demand for it. There wasn't any. The Dreamcast wasn't that great of a console,
No.
and there weren't that very many good games for it.
They had Sonic Party, or they had the Sonic equivalent.
They
of
had a
Mario
Berserk
Party.
game,
Did
which
they?
was interesting, but
Wow.
it was also on PS2,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I had it for, and it was better on the PS2 because the graphics were better.
Sounds like everything the Dreamcast could do, everything else could do better.
As well as the fact that the Dreamcast controller was a fucking hulky bitch.
Yeah, that thing was terrifying.
It was literally like the Duke for the Xbox, which they're bringing back, by the way.
Oh,
Anybody else know?
Yeah,
that?
they are bringing
Yeah.
back the old school.
Why? Why?
Why do they want to bring back the N64 fucking controller for
No,
the N64
the
shit?
N64 controller fits in my hands. The Duke doesn't even fit in my goddamn toilet where it belongs. With the rest of my shit.
It's a Duke. Yeah.
What is
Fits
the
in
Duke?
all
Okay,
three of
do
your
you-
hands. I'm
Do you
confused here.
remember? Did you ever play any of the original
Okay.
Xbox?
It's like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
retard
Okay,
huge
it's got
Xbox
a
game.
huge
Did you ever
ass
play with the
Xbox one.
gigantic original Xbox controller? There was an S style that was a normal size.
So much shit bookmarked.
Anyways, there was a.
God fucking damn it.
It's always really difficult to like explain it to people because
Bastard.
a lot of times the original Xboxes had like an S style, the S type controller.
I remember
which
it
is
being similar to this, but with a black and white button.
like, okay, so then you probably played
You
on
did
the
not.
S type controller.
So
Okay.
So the Duke,
Duke was like
that,
my hands would
but
be
like
out here,
this,
and the logo would be like that big in the middle.
Oh.
it was huge.
Jesus
Like you could throw this at a kid and get charged with first degree
Yeah.
murder.
Like, if you swung it
Hold on, I gotta
around,
look
it'd be
this
a
up.
fucking weapon. Oh my god.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
they're
a
massive.
That is.
They had to make room for that fucking
That-
logo. That's my favorite part.
Like, yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
And this is the original fucking controller for the Xbox.
How do you? But
Why?
that
And
seems.
this is what they're bringing back in a time period when people have probably the smallest hands that we've ever had in history.
I win.
I think mine might be smaller than yours.
I got some pretty dainty hands.
Yeah, those are pathetic.
They're bringing back
Normally
fucking
tiny.
controllers
That is
to ever have
insane.
existed.
Why?
I still don't think it's better than the N64.
Because you gotta know when your
It's
hands
not.
are the right
N64
size
is
to
way
pimp
better.
slap a hoe.
Because it
You know-
fits in my hands.
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
My fingers are skinnier, but we don't have the same
That's the weird three hands. It's like that in the middle.
He's
The
Asian and half.
N64 had the joystick
I'm
in the
white.
middle.
I know. I don't know what
And,
your
like, the
excuse is.
D-pad
I
on
was
the
making
side.
one for him.
So it had like the where you grab it and then the thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It was shaped like a W.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
You
the
want
N64.
that over the Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
at least
absolutely.
it fits in my hands.
But
I don't agree with that at
No.
all.
The
No,
Duke-
I'd rather have the Duke.
The Duke, I have to like set on a fucking table.
You just do a workout while you're playing
Yeah,
games.
you just
curl
hold
that
the
bitch.
one
on the
joystick
table.
with my fucking one hand and the other joystick with my other fucking hand, and then I have to hit the triggers with my fucking legs.
hey,
How the fuck are you
But-
gonna use the N64?
there
With
is
your third
still a-
arm?
Yes,
there's a really niche
The-
market for that, though.
the third fucking handle is for shoving up your ass when you do the rest of the game.
Shaquille O'Neal is over the moon about this
He
controller
probably is.
revamp.
He can probably actually use it with just his two hands.
The Duke is promoting like fitness. You just curl that bitch. You get huge while you
I
play.
can't.
It'll probably do better than the
It's
Wii Fit.
too much. It weighs too
Just do
much.
squats. Weird.
There you go.
Every 5 minutes, just alright.
The Wii Fit. That was fantastic because all it did was just continually tell you how fat you were.
Yeah.
And they could
Pretty much.
they could make it smaller. Like, it might not be an exact remake.
Yeah, that's true.
Either way, I don't know why they bring
Even
it back.
if
Yeah,
lost
still,
dumb.
like,
Still
the
like,
Duke
you're
doesn't
so
really
fucking
make
fat.
any sense.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
For the new Xbox, the way the controllers are now.
My
Well,
favorite is still that they went
the idea-
smaller with the 360, and now they're bigger again with the Xbox One.
well, the idea with bringing back a classic controller is because original Xbox games are going to be backwards compatible with it now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, oh, hey, yeah, you can play some of the original Xbox games on there. And you can play them with this original Xbox controller if you want. Because, they had the fucking black and white buttons on there.
I mean, so you would be short too, but well,
I
No, the
don't
left
think
trigger
you-
and right trigger button would equivalent
your
the
bumpers.
bumpers.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
the bumpers on the top above the triggers.
well, and
weren't
I
there.
guess the
No, the
joysticks.
joysticks did still click.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think they did on the
that's-
original.
That started after PS1, so...
With the joysticks clicking, yeah.
I
So-
thought. Oh yeah, because the original Xbox was in line with PS2.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
But the Duke is just such a bad decision. Why not bring the Type S back?
That would be
Because
so
it's
much.
not the Duke.
Because it was ergonomical and it fit in people's hands, and that's not what we
I'm
want.
just,
Xbox
I'm
wants
just
to see
waiting
people
for them
struggle.
to jump on this like retro consoles thing. And they're
Yeah.
gonna bring the 360 back, and they're gonna red ring again.
Just
recycle
Same
through.
Just get
It's the
Red Ring
same
of Death
shitty-
over again.
Shitty technology.
I'd be so
And
pissed.
people will be like, "Oh, it's just like when I was 10. Then it red ringed."
Now I kind of want to see this happen, just to see John's reaction.
Nostalgia factor of the
I got
red
really
ring.
lucky with the Red Ring. I didn't get my Red Ring of Death until like 2012.
That's
It was
good.
a long time.
I didn't
You-
red ring for the longest time.
Yeah, mine never red rang, but I sold that shit before I could, and then my friend.
Mine did, but I wrapped it in a towel and
When
turned
your
it on for
Xbox
like
crashed.
8 hours.
You know how the Xbox symbol lights up? That would all become a one giant red ring.
Yeah, it'd start out small.
It would
On
die.
Xbox,
Yeah.
right? And then Microsoft was like, "We'll extend the warranties," and then they actually did nothing.
But
Yeah.
what you could do with that is you could sell it to a pawn shop and get a little bit of your money back. Because what you did is you wrap a towel around it and you let it run in over fucking heat for like, I think I had it on for like half a day.
Jesus
And
Christ.
just let it just with a towel wrapped around it, so no air could get out with the fan. Just let it fucking practically melt everything on the
Melting
inside.
transistors.
Right. Okay. So, but then you take the towel off, and the red ring is gone for like an hour, and it'll work. It worked to sell it to a pawn shop because then they plug it in and it works fine until they try to sell it to someone else. So it's kind of just passing on the problem to some other unlucky
Right,
asshole.
and
but
that's
you
what I
get
did.
money.
Like when someone's like, "Man, the red ring's time," I'm like, "Well, I'm going to buy. I have a PlayStation 3. Y'all can have this shit.
Right.
Bye."
Mine still hasn't gotten red ringed.
Which
Yeah, I know
version
it.
do you have though?
Just
You
the
like
newer
the-
versions won't have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
the
got the
versions
newer
are fine.
version then.
Okay. I was saying, like
They
the
fixed
old,
that
it was the
along
old
the
school
way.
like fucking white
The white
one.
ones.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got
The ones that you could bash people over the head.
Do you
Yeah.
do you play Overwatch and you like
You can still
Blizzard?
do it with the black one,
I
too.
am.
Yeah, but
Do
then
it
it's a
with the
hate
new
crime.
Xbox.
I think Blizzard's okay. I do
Yeah,
enjoy
but then
Overwatch.
it's a hate crime.
That would explain why I never had
I
that.
love their
problem.
games. I just hate them as a
Do you know the creator of Overwatch, Jeff Kaplan, what he did for Christmas? He did a Twitch stream of him sitting at a Yule log for 24 hours. Do you know how many people watched that shit
Too
in
many.
24 hours?
10.
Wait,
39,434 people sat and watched at least an hour's worth of Jeff fucking Kaplan just sitting there, waving and smiling with a Yule log in the background during Christmas.
Seriously?
Yeah, people are dumb.
I prefer-
especially Blizzard fans.
Okay.
Why?
Just
'Cause they're
based
fanatical.
on Blizzard's following, like, get on Facebook and just real quick check Blizzard's like page and see how many likes they have.
Mm-hmm.
Just like because I feel like that's actually a really small number.
I also do, but at the same time, they might not.
Small number for what?
3.4 million people like the Blizzard Facebook page.
Okay, so that's like less than 10% of the Blizzard's fans like actually looked at
But
it.
they're a fan of Blizzard, not necessarily a specific
It's like
guy.
fair
Overwatch,
enough.
yeah. So 39,434 people sat and watched an hour's worth of the Twitch stream of creator of Overwatch Jeff Kaplan sitting by a Yule log.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
I prefer Jeff Goldblum.
I feel like it was
How
mostly
many
a
of these
joke, if
people
anything.
jerked off while
How
they're
many
watching
people
this?
do you think
Probably a
would
lot
watch
of
me
30,000?
drop a Yule log?
We can find out. The Robro Twitch account, John Dean will have
I don't
control.
think you can stream that on Twitch.
You probably stream it on Facebook.
No, I think
They allowed murder.
yeah, but not without repercussions later.
Yeah.
We'll deal with
All right.
those
So to
later.
get anything on Twitch, we need to find a really hot chick and pay her to just wear skimpy clothing next to you while you're doing this.
While I'm taking a dump.
There
you go.
Yeah,
Make sure she has.
yeah,
all that.
that's
Are we gonna make money? Probably not. No.
Make sure she
yeah.
has a gas
If you
mask.
actually like, look at some of those accounts and like some of the people that have been like perma banned from Twitch and stuff, it'll really piss you off. Because there are like dudes that'll get perma banned for like.
There's the guy who was wearing like a tank top and then his
Yeah.
nipple showed.
Are you serious?
I don't know if he got perma banned, but I
Yeah,
know.
he did.
Okay.
Wait.
Wow,
What?
I knew that
You
was
can't
Yeah.
show nips.
Like dudes.
if you're
will-
men.
If dudes will get, there's a bunch of like perma-ban stories of people on Twitch who either get like permanently banned or temporarily banned for like things that Twitch streamers who are
So if
girls-
Brady's nipples started to like burst out of his
No,
shirt,
there-
could he get
there's a whole
banned?
there's a whole like
Are you
entire,
serious? That's fucked up.
There's
I
an
mean, if you
entire-
wore a
there's
t-shirt,
a whole like
or if you wore a tank top, there'd still be some areola.
No, but like if he had like say this shirt was tighter on me and like it got cold and my nipples looked like they could cut
Oh, no.
diamonds. No,
No,
As
that-
long as they're covered.
as long as they're covered,
Yeah,
like I can
that's-
nip out
yeah,
like
I
no
think-
other.
Yeah, you can't stream shirtless.
Okay. So if I wore like a training
then,
bra,
like,
would
yeah,
it be
then you're
considered?
good.
Then I'm good. Okay.
Then you're
I don't know actually. I think
I mean,
we're
people
showing-
might look at you funny, but you're good.
That might get you. It really might. I'm not.
We're gonna test this out.
But yeah, there's like a bunch of stories about how dudes will get banned for things, and then chicks will like completely get away
Yeah.
with something that's like.
Well, no,
way
there's a
worse.
whole group of just what is known as titty streamers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
What if like you put like X's on duct tape X's on your nipples like runners
Yeah.
do?
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
that's still
No.
shirtless.
Can you
though.
get away with that? Like,
No,
I
don't think so.
Look at
That's why I
Twitch's
don't think you
guidelines.
get away with a training bra, Kian.
oh,
I'll be honest.
damn. Okay, so that's,
What about a professional bra?
Maybe that. Yeah, it's pretty professional.
Yeah.
what about an experienced bra?
With like the underwire popping out.
Gertrude has been wearing it for like 60 years and is like, I don't need to replace this as she's bleeding in the
Man,
side.
do they even have bras that far back?
They had corsets.
Joke.
Actually,
They had corsets.
watch Drunk
So-
History.
Nintendo's
History.
Nintendo
It's
Switch's
a good show.
Nintendo
I know, it
Switch's
is a
It's
good show.
based on real stuff. You just have to look it up.
Nintendo Switch's game cards currently have the capacity of 32 gigabytes, which is potentially. We forgot to talk about your Darksiders remaster.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls remaster.
Piece of garbage.
Darksiders better.
Then Dark Souls?
Yeah, it is.
How do you feel about
Hasn't been
that?
done to
How do I
death.
feel about what?
The Dark Souls remaster. You
I mean, I'm
excited?
pretty excited.
There's
Yeah.
three.
Does that make you want to buy a
There's not three of
Switch?
them yet, though.
Come on, young guy.
Kinda.
No, but the
But,
second
I
one
mean,
wasn't very good.
The disadvantage
I
to
didn't
buying
play
the
the
Dark
first
Souls remaster on the Switch is that it's only going to be running at 30
And
frames
that's
per
not a problem
second,
for some people.
which is what
It is when it
Dark
got
Souls
repetitive in the
traditionally
first
runs
hour.
at.
Mhm.
So I mean, you're basically
I haven't played it. I want to,
unless
but
unless of course like the graphics are a little bit improved, you're basically buying like the regular version of Dark Souls.
Look on the bright side. It's portable.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that it's going to be literally the only time Dark Souls has ever really been portable, other than like bringing your laptop around with you.
What weirdo does that, Max?
Shut up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people that bring their laptops around with them. I just don't really
probably
know
something wrong with
that many people.
That
who
or you're
do
a college
that.
student.
That and
Right.
I don't know that many people who game on a laptop anyways.
Dark Souls in 15 FPS.
It's 30. On
the
Switch.
way it was meant to be
But
played.
to be completely
to
honest,
really piss you off.
the main reason that I am excited about this remaster is because anytime you go, is because I am hoping they do change some things.
Will that
A little
lengthen
bit.
or shorten your invincibility frame?
Technically, it'll
Technically, it'll be the same.
Oh.
because you're just perceiving it at that many frames. The game still functions at its
Yeah.
same pace. So you'll only see half the frames, but they'll still be invincible for the same time.
Okay.
All I know is that I'm gonna have to play this fucking Dark Souls game
anyways,
for Max's channel, so I'm
what
like
I'm
kind of
actually
not
like
excited.
excited that they could, because a lot of people want them to just basically update the graphics and leave everything the same. But there's a lot of mechanics that come with some of the newer games that I really think should stay. And as much as I would like them to bring back like power stancing and stuff like that, that's not really one of them. But like omnidirectional rolling didn't exist before, so
No, it
you
didn't.
basically could only roll on like a D-pad function, whereas in like Dark Souls 3 you have like a 360 degree
Right.
radius to roll on, as well as improving the covenants. Because the
Right.
covenants in Dark Souls and in Dark Souls 2 and in Dark Souls 3
Are just
suck
shit.
fucking balls.
Oh, so it's the original Dark Souls that's
Yeah.
coming.
Mhm.
Okay. I actually thought it was going to be Dark Souls 3.
No.
How the fuck would they remaster that?
I thought they were just going to port it to the... I
Oh,
misunderstood.
to the Switch?
Yeah.
They
Can we go
might.
ever port Demon Souls anywhere besides?
From some, well, the problem with doing anything with Demon Souls is that it's not a Bandai Namco thing.
No.
Okay.
Demon Souls belongs to Sony.
Okay.
So
Just
if,
like Bloodborne and just like...
yeah, so if they
Your
wanted to
mother.
do something with that, it would end up being a PlayStation exclusive again.
Right. So,
But
Flashing
I-
at it, keying.
I don't know. A lot of what I would like to see with the Dark Souls remaster is basically just. I think my biggest excitement for this is that when you go back and you play Dark Souls, especially after playing some of the newer ones, the fact that you're literally going from like 30 frames per second to like 2 in some areas.
Potato.
Like, there's some fucking massive frame rate drops in that game.
Yeah, Blighttown's just fucked.
And Blighttown's one of the things I'm hoping they don't change too much.
No, like, I love
Other
Blighttown,
than-
but I just want my
yeah.
frame rates to not plummet
Yeah,
every time
I've
I
seen-
walk in there.
I've seen a lot of complaints about people wanting them to, like, fix Blighttown. And I'm like, other than the frame rate drops, don't fucking touch Blighttown.
Right, leave it alone, it's fucking awesome.
Like, it's supposed to be a fucking hard game. It's not supposed to be fucking easy.
Right.
If you die a lot in fucking Blighttown, it's because it's fucking hard, or you fucking suck. It's not because Blighttown's fucking broken.
Or both.
Or both, yeah.
Right.
So, while with the Switch coming out, there's that 32 gigabyte one that we already have out right now. They were supposed to be releasing the 64 gigabyte by the end of this year, but they pushed it back to 2019.
For anybody that's like legitimately complaining about this, you're fucking retarded.
Well, no, I'm not complaining. I'm
You
just saying
can
that that's the
literally
news.
put a 200 gigabyte SD card into a Switch.
Right,
Like, that's not even like an exaggeration or a joke.
right.
Like,
No, I get you.
You're literally fucking retarded if you're complaining about this. And I've seen a lot of complaining about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
there's enough out there that's
People are like,
irritating.
oh, I just wanted to fucking be able to get a bigger Switch. The Switch doesn't have enough memory as it is. I'm like, you can literally just fucking put a new SD card in it.
Yeah, but
Wow.
you have to go out and buy it and figure out how to put it in.
Yeah, gamers don't go outside.
Yeah,
I'll let
it's
you know.
really hard. Yeah, you fucking Amazon that shit.
You can order
Right?
it online.
They've got
Yeah.
drones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't even have to meet the person. They'll just
And they're
drop
not
it.
even predator drones, so you have nothing to worry about.
Or while you're out
Yeah,
of your
this will
house,
strike
you
your
can just let
package
the
to you.
person drop it off
Awesome.
inside your
Are you
house.
kidding me?
Because remember, that's a
I would
thing.
order
It is.
so much shit.
If a
And you-
Predator Joe just blasted it in your face.
Yeah.
Anybody else remember the
Order
fact that
10
Amazon
right,
tried to make the
explosions.
service so they could just walk into your house and leave it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The open door service or whatever they called it.
Oh man, I could not do that.
Basically, Amazon wanted to get approved that they could walk into your house and leave the package inside.
I think I would prefer that, especially with the rampant amount of packages being stolen as of late.
So
Yeah.
you'd
Like
rather
around
have your
here?
shit stolen than
Or
Have
not
your shit
necessarily
stolen.
like here, but like in bigger cities, even around here, yeah. Like it was a huge thing over Christmas.
Yeah,
Like,
people were
packages
getting their
being
shit stolen.
Like right off of people's doorsteps.
Right, just like no rhyme or reason. It was yeah, that's some fucked up shit too.
Well, because I mean, they pretty much just know that there's something in that package.
So
This
they can
could be a
sell it.
year-round problem.
I mean, Christmas. Yeah, but Christmas is the bulk of that
Yeah,
shit.
it's
Yeah.
where people order expensive stuff.
And
Yeah,
the,
Christmas is where like you're stealing it. And it's like, oh, Xbox One. Shit like
oh,
that.
look at this video game. I could sell this for crack.
Meanwhile, I
Oh,
come
it's
on
crack.
over in like
I can sell
May,
it for
and
a
it's
video
like,
game.
oh, I stole their bulk purchase of toilet paper.
Right.
It's like, why'd I do this?
To be fair, I can
Dude.
use it.
Yeah, I know.
Bulk toilet paper.
Do you
won't
know
have
how
to buy
expensive 2-ply is getting?
You use 2-ply, you fucking animal.
Of course I use fucking 2-ply. I'm
What
not
are you
using
using
fucking
over there?
one-ply.
Sandpaper?
Quilted fucking-
He's using leaves.
4-ply quilted bitch.
Alright, I'm sorry I don't fucking wipe my ass with pillows. Jesus.
That's how you do it.
Honestly,
you don't even need to
I'd
buy
like
you
my
toilet
guests
paper.
to feel
If you
like they
tried
went
it,
to
you
a
would be
fucking
sorry,
mansion
you know?
when I'm done.
Honestly, like after coming home from work, anything feels like silk after wiping my ass with fucking sandpaper and notebook paper glued together.
I like the idea that that's someone's job at where you
Showtime
work.
has
It's just to
confirmed
glue that together.
that Steven Spielberg is working on a live-action Halo series for them.
Yeah, this has
What
actually been in
kind?
development for a really long time.
Didn't they
Any
do live action Halo
details?
once?
I don't know, they're just
You shut
developing.
the
do a
fuck up,
live
Gil. It
action
never
Halo?
happened.
I was gonna say, didn't that one suck dick though?
Shut up, Gil.
They
It never
did like a
happened, you
promotional movie for the release of like Reach or
bastard.
something.
Forward unto dawn.
Yeah, or was that for 4?
It was
Yeah, it was
live
for
action.
4.
The Reach thing isn't. It's not live action. It's animated.
Yeah, the Forward
And then-
Unto Dawn was for 4.
And then they also did Dark
Souls.
something. No, it's like I confused it with the fucking Transformers movie. I think.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah,
And so the
but
last
it had locks.
the last story is this is a story someone brought up to me while we were on winter hiatus, but it has to do with swatting.
That is not cool.
Right. And
God,
Somebody
yeah.
died.
the dude who got
Yeah.
fucking killed in Wichita, Kansas, because some dude in California
Okay,
pulled a
so-
swatting technique on him.
What
Swatting
swatting,
is-
is when people will literally call like the local police station and put like a bomb threat or like a serious
Terrorist
It was a
threat.
hostage
terrorist
situation
threat.
in this case.
Yeah, or in this case it was a hostage situation to someone's address.
A streamer.
Typically a streamer. This particular incident
Was a
an
bet.
argument over a bet over Call of Duty.
$1.50.
Yeah, for
That's
like
it?
$1.50. And the guy, and this is the reason why this one pisses me off. It pisses me off because not both people involved in that bet are getting charged. The person who called the SWAT team has already been caught. They've already
Yeah.
charged him with something. He's already like waiting for trial and shit like that. The reason it pisses me off is because the guy who called the SWAT team gave this guy, or the person who was going to have the SWAT team call on him, gave him the wrong address and then told him to do it. Like,
Yeah.
lol, you ain't gonna do it, fucking do it. And so he did. And then the SWAT team showed up at this guy's house, and this guy panicked, obviously, because what the fuck else do you do when the SWAT team busts into your fucking house for what you believe is
He
no
didn't- he
apparent
didn't
reason?
even panic. Like if you watch the
It's from what I've
the
heard.
body cam.
From what I've heard, yeah, it wasn't even like, oh my god, like he
No,
panicked
he opens the door
and they just gun him down.
Well, no, they say walk this way, but like they say it not very loud. They don't use a megaphone or anything. They just shout it, but it's like it's not a very loud, audible shout. Like his mom, who was behind him, said she didn't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of reaches up because they're shining lights at him, and so he was gonna block his eyes. And then they thought he was reaching for a gun apparently at his fucking head or taped on his back like Die Hard. I don't know. And they fucking
Yeah.
shot his ass.
That's
Okay.
fucked up.
That's
That is fucked up.
Yeah, it really pisses me off because the person who gave them the fake address isn't even getting charged with anything. Like, as far nobody even knows who he is.
Yeah, it's because they all deleted their accounts. But
Yeah,
they
exactly.
they tracked down the guy who called it. So.
Like,
Man, that's some like fucked up shit though. Like,
yeah, if you're a person that swats, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that shit.
ruins like that causes like this is obviously proof that that is a fucking terrible thing.
It's not even the first one that happened. Like I
Yeah.
remember, what was it? It was a few years ago. There was like a 13-year-old kid that ended up. I don't know. I never really followed up on it, but I think they were talking about trying him as an adult because he swatted this other kid who was streaming, and the kid's dad got shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That being said,
What the fuck?
police need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Or they're just shooting
It
bitches.
Would also
What the
really
fuck?
help if police weren't fucking shooting people all the time. Well,
Yeah,
I
I
shouldn't
mean-
say all the time, but
It's just like if you got a rifle trained on somebody
These are
and
the
they
fucking
haven't
SWAT
actually
teams,
pulled
though.
a gun out, maybe don't shoot them yet. You've
these
got
are
a
the
pretty
a
solid
lot of
advantage.
people make arguments that like, well, they're just people too. They want to go home to their families.
I don't
blah,
give
blah,
a
blah,
fuck.
blah. My argument to that is, if you signed up to be
Yeah,
a fucking
exactly.
police officer, you signed up to be more responsible than the average fucking citizen.
Right. And when a SWAT team shows up, they're not going to get blown away by a pistol. They're
Wait.
showing up in like armor and
Right.
shit.
Well, that's the thing, and it's like no one. It's also, if they think he's reaching for a gun, they'd be able to take a minute and be like, "Oh yeah, that is a gun." Even if he was shooting at him, it's not like he's fucking dead
Right,
eye. Like,
Right.
Like
Goddamn
they've got
Suicide
rifle trained
Squad.
on the guy,
Yeah,
finger on the
like-
trigger. He would, even if he had a gun, he wouldn't have time to pull it out, draw, aim, and fire before the shot. Like they don't have to
Or
fire
my
that
other-
quickly.
before somebody got
my
behind
other
fucking
problem
cover.
with this one in
Right.
particular is it was a hostage situation.
Yeah.
And they shot the first guy to open the door
Right.
when they were like outside. And it's like they knocked on the door. This guy opened the door.
That
And then-
may not be that could have been a hostage
Yeah, and it's
being
like
let go. Like
he could have been hiding behind that hostage.
Right.
I think about
That's honestly something I didn't even
It's
think
just
about.
like, what the fuck?
If you are hostage situationing a house, why would you answer the door when it knocks?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll seem less suspicious if we open it. Opens
God.
door, gun in hand.
right.
I just.
it's just
Yeah, if I was gonna have somebody answer the door, I would make it a hostage.
the fact that I didn't know this was such a common thing in that you guys are like telling me that like years ago that
Oh yeah,
child,
no,
like,
it's been going on
that's
for a long
It's
time.
not something I would call a common thing, but this isn't like the first time it's happened.
So like people
It's
actually
weird.
swat like Twitch streamers and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that too.
it's most
Are you fucking
often,
kidding
like,
me? Really?
Twitch
Why?
streamers.
For a little while, a few years ago, it was actually kind of common. It was
Yeah.
until people started like actually getting shot. It was
I
like
think it was around
pretty commonplace.
2014 where it was actually kind of happening, at least on
That's
like a
it.
weekly basis.
Really?
Yeah, I knew- oh
I
yeah.
kind of remember
Fuck.
that back in high school.
Man, are you
Like
serious?
that.
Like so people
Yeah,
have just
people-
been doing this shit for
Yes.
like, dude, that's some fucked up shit.
It's
Like, dude,
messed up.
that's messed up as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I just like play my casual video games and don't play like Call of Duty and shit. Like, I ain't gonna get
I
shot.
don't play PUBG.
This is why I don't play PUBG. No, like, I don't know. This
I
is
play Fortnite Battleground.
the way. Yeah, and I play Paladin,
Where
Unknown
people just try to
Battleground.
talk to me in 7 different languages.
Yeah.
But my thing,
Fucking Chinese bastards.
yeah,
No,
my
it was
thing,
like a fucking 14-year-old.
my thing.
I know, it's just that everybody that I run into in PUBG is Chinese.
Chinese, yes.
They have to divert our
Yes,
servers.
that's because it's yeah.
But like that's the thing that just blows my mind about this situation, and like it's just fucked up to me. So I really want to end lighthearted because I don't want to end with us talking about cops shooting people,
Like real world.
like real world. I want a
shooting.
lightheartedness this, but it, like the rage of my internet from VR chat is probably gonna end this. Like I fucking hate all of you for saying
You know
that.
it away?
Ah.
Do it.
Throw it away.
You
Do
don't
you
know
know
the way.
VR chat has it started with like little kanas from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid to maldeformed Knuckles in bad Ugandan accents spit on the queen.
It's
Like,
because he does not know the way.
It is because he
God.
does not
Ian doesn't know the way.
Follow me, brothers.
All
You know
right.
the way.
To be fair, it's 2018.
Yeah. I have no problem
And
with
we know
like
the
I have
way.
no problem with the offensiveness
No,
of it. Like
no, it's not that. It's 2018.
It's never been.
Everything that happens on the internet is going
Going
to
to
get
be
memed at some point.
Logan Paul just recently got me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, he kind of fucking memed himself.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, that's
And-
Way to end on a positive.
That's
note.
like back
Yeah,
to the
so
positive.
much for a fucking positive
Logan
note.
Paul.
You bring up a guy who fucking... Okay, so a lot of
God.
people think that...
We don't need to go into this, John.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean,
Alright,
it
whatever.
doesn't matter to me. A lot of people think that the
Taking
Paul
a piss.
brothers
I
are
don't have
really
time for this.
fucking dumb for what they do, but they're not. They're taking advantage of a part of YouTube's algorithm that's going to make these controversial videos blow the fuck up.
Right.
And that's there's one part of YouTube that like searches through videos that get put on YouTube that get a lot of like big attention from major media networks like Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC, shit like that. Like regular fucking television news.
Right.
They're like, wow, this is an actual world important event. We're going to, because most of the time it is. It's like, because most of the time it is things like news stories that are also happen to be on YouTube. So they put them in a lot of the big trending areas and the recommendeds for people and stuff like that, even though, like, this is something that doesn't fucking belong there. And they take advantage of that mass controversy because these news sites are going to cover the controversy that it's causing, which is in turn going to give the video more publicity.
Right.
Which gives them, as creators,
But
more
that video was
publicity.
taken off like...
That doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Because
though.
people save those videos, they continuously get mentioned in other things, and it still brings people back to the Paul Brothers channels.
It wasn't
the
until
video.
it blew up and everybody was talking about it that I knew anything about it.
Exactly.
Like, had the video just been released, and nobody had decided to freak the fuck out, I would have never heard of
But
that video, that channel, nothing.
I
Right,
had
and
never,
I get you on that.
I had never seen anything from Logan Paul since Vine died until this happened again.
Right.
Jake Paul's a different story because he made like a shitty fucking rap music video and like there was some fucking kids that were sharing it on Facebook that I saw.
Right.
But at the same time, like I didn't see anything from him after Vine died
Right.
until these two started getting involved with their bullshit controversies.
I never, like, see, and I would have, you're right, I would have never picked it up. And, like, I feel really shitty for looking at, like, his Japan vlog, because that just made me even more mad when I fucking saw that.
Well, it's not even just that either. It's like his brother recently made a video that was titled like "Me Losing My Virginity" with like a really clickbaity thumbnail of his girlfriend in there, and they got a bunch of flack for that and shit. And it's literally just creating bad publicity that's eventually going to equate.
no
All
Publicity is
publicity
bad.
is good.
That
Yeah.
it's eventually
Yeah, no
going to
publicity
equate
is
out
bad.
to good publicity for them.
Because your name is out there. It's just kind of
Because-
like...
I mean,
I mean,
look at the
his-
Cash Me Outside girl. She was a fucking
She's a
idiot on
fucking
Dr.
millionaire.
Phil, and now she makes a shitload of money being an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's the same.
no
thing with
marketable
fucking-
skills,
I wish I
no
was
talent.
stupid and I could make money.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
you're
Just
halfway
come
there.
up with a dumb phrase and there you go.
I'm making a lot of money. You got me.
Nathan, the Kardashians.
Exactly. Well, and
Oh,
So
they're
the
royalty. Come
Kardashians
on now.
became famous because of the OJ trial, and then his dumb bitches of daughters started fucking black dudes on the internet.
and then there was Kylie
trial.
Jenner.
Yeah.
And then there was Bruce Jenner.
Kardashian's dad was the one who got OJ off.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
the Kardashians
yeah.
are getting black
Well, I
people
don't
off
think
since
that's-
1990.
That's
so.
nowhere. That isn't how they got the Kardashians got popular.
But that's how they first started
Yeah,
out
porn
in the
helped.
news. Was
yeah,
the
porn
porn
was
helped.
like the only thing that helped.
It's a great medium to get yourself out.
Well, and the Catch Me Outside girl is just a little too young for that yet.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
She's 14. That's the thing
Exactly.
that bothers the shit out of me about that.
that's another thing though. The Cash Me Outside girl was a whole setup thing that people knew was gonna fucking take off and become a big money maker.
It was terrible and
If
stupid.
anybody
though.
thinks Dr. Phil is a real show, they're dumb.
I mean, it's technically real.
It's,
It does
it's a
exist.
show.
It is a real show.
It's a show, but it's all staged.
Mhm.
And like her
And how do you
mom-
feel about that,
But his
John?
name
I
is.
feel
But he's
shitty.
got a doctor in his name.
Yeah, even though
Gotta be legit.
he's literally like a fucking laughing stock in the medical community.
So is Dr. Oz, but people still listen to that fucking whack job.
Yeah, but at least Dr. Oz
got a
sometimes
cool name,
says
though.
something doctory. Hey, if you eat right, shit might go right for you. Oh my god, he's a genius! Give him a TV show!
But I ate right, and my wife left me, and my house burned down, and my dog died.
Sounds like
But I
a
still kinda
you
wanna
problem.
consider suicide. Oh, well, maybe you should eat more vegetables.
He's a
helped
genius!
me.
Have you tried kale?
Fuck kale. It's not even food.
I mean,
Fucking kale really isn't healthy.
So
It's
weird.
not.
It's
so
It's like
weird because I have a
mold.
friend named
Yeah.
that.
And, I mean,
Yeah, I know, we talked about it.
Odd
Still
I mean Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Kale and Khalifa. Yeah, no. So, thank you for your Logan Paul rant at the end of this.
Yeah, really, way to end it on a high note, John.
I did.
Piece of shit.
I mean, we passed these blunts around and we'll all end it on a high note, if you
Go
know what
on,
I'm
do
saying.
Thank you for listening to Dumb Game Boys. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
Just
share. Have a
remember
good day.
to
do you know the way?
Do it.
Do it.
Do you know the way?